Yes, I'm Austin, the anchor for DOTV.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Del Oro, and welcome to DOTV. I'm Austin Duncan.
And I'm Keaton Bass. As you can see, Austin and I spent last weekend at the beach. Today is October 28th, and on today's show, we have a look at teachers' cribs and our weekly sports update with Leslie.
Before we get to the bulletin, this week is Red Ribbon Week, and you can win a prize for answering questions about the awful effects of drug use.
The first question of the week is, how much beer does it take to completely saturate your liver? I bet it's a lot.
If you're the first one to answer the question correctly in your class and you're wearing your red ribbon, you win a prize.
But now let's go to the bulletin to see what's going on around campus. When we come back, we'll have Leslie with our sports update. Back. Now, we're going to go to Leslie with our weekly sports update. Leslie?
Thank you guys. Today on sports we have a look at boys soccer, girls tennis, and football, and much more. Let's go to your sports update now. Boys JV soccer had a good week last week, playing a close 3-4 loss. Wood Creek but passing well and winning 3-1 versus NU. Varsity boys soccer tied NU won 2-1 with Casey Muser getting up and down the field well, and Brian Ortiz with playing an excellent sweeper and recovering the ball quickly. You can see the boys play tonight at Rockland. Girls tennis is currently playing in the finals and did well in the singles league championship tournament. Number 1 and 2 made it to the semifinals, and number 1 won and is playing for the league title. Come out Thursday to see the double matches. Freshman football had a dominant 32-3 victory over Roseville on Thursday. Some big contributors to the game were Ronnie Warner with an 80-yard run, Daniel Thomas with a fumble recover, and Russell Smith who covered an opponent. JV also won their game, and varsity lost a very close game 38-36. Come out to the homecoming game versus Wood Creek Friday night. Girls volleyball played well against NU with both the freshman and JV teams winning 2-0. Belle Ober led the team in kills, and Noel Latham also played well. Unfortunately, the varsity team lost 3 games to 0. They have their final league game against Wood Creek tomorrow. Good luck, girls. Well, Del Oro, that's all the sports news we have for you today. From DOTV, I'm Leslie.
Thank you, Leslie.
Well, you may remember last year when DOTV did a special on Mr. Bobo's crib. Dylan brought the story back, and we went to go see Mr. Moore's classroom.
But first, let's take another look at that bulletin.
We're back with a DOTV special look at Mr. Moore's classroom. Let's go to Dylan with our story.
On today's episode of DOTV Cribs.
This is the infamous room 407. It's where all the magic happens. Probably the hardest part about moving around my crib here is the plant collection. I do have skeletons in the back room. And this is actually the skull that goes to this head. Come on in, check out my crib. This is the infamous room 407. It's where all the magic happens. These are my animals. We have the infamous sand boa over here in the corner. And you don't really know if it's there. It's under the sand. It's poison dart frogs. We have asked for volunteers to see if they are poisonous. They haven't said whether they are or not. They haven't been back. And the one question everybody has when they come into my classroom the first day is, what the heck is that thing up there? It's baleen. Let's go check it out. So the baleen is actually straight from the whale's mouth. It's what the filter feeding whales use to filter out the plankton and the krill. And on the screen here you can actually see how they'd be organized in the whale's mouth. It's kind of getting late in the day, getting a little bit hungry. And whatever a good teacher does when they're hungry is go grab a snack. I'll be right back. Okay, maybe it was a bad joke. It's not lunchtime, it's dissecting time. This is one of the cats we use for anatomy. Not lunch, total respect. This is it. I want to show you one other thing that's not quite bone. Come with me. And as a lot of you know, sharks are actually made of cartilage, not bone. So these jaws are not bone, they are shark. It is a shark jaw, it is cartilage. Thanks for coming, guys, checking out my crib. But if you excuse me, I have some dissecting to do, so move along. Go ahead, you can leave now.
It's always interesting to see how teachers really live.
You know, they're all just really like big kids.
Kinda like us. Till next time, Delaro, I'm Keaton Bass, and you're not.
And I'm Austin Duncan. Cheers.